39 million pre-orders and $3 billion in under 24 hours. That's the fastest any entertainment product in history has hit $3 billion. And nobody's even seen gameplay yet. The internet is furious about it, saying that the casuals are ruining gaming. And if you're one of the 30 million people that pre-ordered this game, this video is for you. And no, I'm not going to tell you that you're stupid. So let's actually talk about who's pre-ordering this game. Millie Bobby Brown, the person who played Eleven from Stranger Things, just went on a podcast and named Grand Theft Auto her favorite game of all time. Not a simple I've played it, but her favorite game ever. And she says she stops at red lights and never runs anybody over. Her own husband even asked why she's playing Grand Theft Auto like it's The Sims. And then there's my friend Naveed. Naveed is trying to pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 but doesn't even own a console yet. He hasn't decided on which PS5 he's gonna buy, and he's not alone. Retailers are warning about console shortages because of how many people are interested in Grand Theft Auto 6. This isn't just a game launch, this is a cultural event that will bring everyone from all walks of life together. For an entire generation, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a myth they grew up on. A lot like Xbox 720 or Super Saiyan 100, which, I mean, man, what a time to be alive. And now, the myth is available for pre-order. So yes, millions of people who think a pre-download means that they could play the game early just bought the most expensive game ever made, sight unseen. And the concern underneath all this anger is legitimate. And look, we all have that one hobby that we have that we care about deeply, that when we see people come in for the first time and just do things that we perceive to be cringe, it rubs us the wrong way, and a lot of times it kind of pushes them out. Look, a pre-order is paying full price for a promise. You're handing a corporation the only leverage you have, your money, before anyone on earth can even tell you if the product is good. Now, obviously, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a different case. We all have an idea of what this game is going to be, hence why it's getting the attention that it's getting. But there are far too many games that have done this and just flopped and then shut down or force you to wait while they're fixing the game that launched broken. A prime example of this is Cyberpunk 2077, which again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, is a masterpiece, but just launched in the worst state possible. It even bricked my PS4 and I had to go buy a whole new SSD to fix my console. That's the very thing that us gamers have been fighting to avoid by holding these companies to a higher standard for decades at this point. And now a bunch of people just gave Rockstar $3 billion without even seeing how the game plays, which is a huge red flag because companies like Nintendo or EA may try to follow suit. Another franchise that's been ruined exactly because of this is Pokemon. Almost all of their recent games have shipped broken and full of glitches, and their most recent one was literally deleting players' prized Pokemon because of a bug. And no, they did not get them back. If you take one thing from this video, take this. Your wallet is the only vote you have, and a pre-order is voting with your wallet before the debate even happens. When a company gets paid before it's judged, quality becomes optional. So the frustration is real. Think about it. You wouldn't really buy a car sight unseen, would you? And I get that it's a difference of thousands of dollars versus like under 100, but the principle is still the same. But here's the point gamers are missing with this. First of all, you didn't build this system. The people that ruin everything at a company did. Their marketing team. Pre-order bonuses, early access tiers, first waves that sell out in an hour to create panic, that's engineered FOMO. Refined for 15 years by professionals. Yelling at a first-time buyer or a returning one for falling for the machine built to make them fall for it isn't educating them. You're just being an asshole. Second, nobody in history has been shamed into becoming a smarter consumer. All gatekeeping does is make gaming look like a bunch of man-children, right? As tens of millions of new people peek through the door. Third, the honest part, if you're ever going to blind pre-order one game, this is statistically the safest one to do that with. Rockstar's last two releases were Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. This is a studio that delays instead of shipping broken. And yes, given Rockstar's track record, I will give them grace for their horrible abomination that is a remake trilogy. The risk was never this purchase, it's the habit of pre-ordering a game way in advance. So, if you haven't gamed since high school, welcome back. If Grand Theft Auto 6 is your first game and you're buying a whole console for it like Naveed, welcome. Genuinely. Gaming is for everybody. Millie Bobby Brown stopping at every red light in Grand Theft Auto 6 is genuinely a way you could play Grand Theft Auto 6. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're playing games, that makes you a gamer, and that's the entire point. And I feel like a lot of people who've been doing this for a while are missing that point. And look, all of us who play games for a living or just enjoy the hobby are just asking you to maybe think about your next purchase before you blindly order it, because we're all in this together and gaming can be one of the best experiences you'll ever have. But hey, that marks the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on whether or not you think I'm right or not. Honestly, it's really fun reading what you guys have to say. But as per usual, my name is Mugen. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.